Hei vaan kaikille. Hyvää iltaa. Otetaan tänään uusi peli käsittelyyn ja jatketaan taas tällä hyvällä linjalla, että pelataan vanhoja pelejä, josta on hyviä muistoja ja pilataan ne muistot. Kuva näkyy. Minäkin näyn. Hyvä. Tässä oli jonkun sortin säätäminen, että tämä saatiin yleensä toimimaan. Oli vähän OBS:n kanssa ongelmia ja tässä on jotain omia ongelmia Rytsenin prossujen kanssa ja sitten vielä äänet kipukas. Että ainakin 3 tai oikeastaan 4 ongelmaa ollaan nyt selvitetty. Toivotaan, että enempiä ei synny, mutta katsotaan.
Stand by. 1010, investigated reported disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
It's Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress. It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat. 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger, Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the Payne started. I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex?
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. The sun setting on a sweet summer's day. The smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking. The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding. Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started. But they'd given me the best seat in the house, front row center.
Ihan vittu naamaa. Tää on Joo, siis ainakin PC:llä. Niin tää näyttää yllättävän hyvältä. Kun mä sanon yllättävän hyvä, niin mä tarkoitan siis, että ei missään tapauksessa hyvä, mutta tää ei oo semmoista niinku hirveet puuroa kuitenkaan. On tässä niinku Maxin pääkin on vaan tommonen laatikko, minkä päällä on niinku toi päälaki ei oo pyöreä, se on tasainen tommoinen vitu. Tää vois seisoo päällään ilman mitään efforttia.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
Aha. Vanhoja VHS:iä. Saatana iso talo kyllä.
Michelle!
En muista tästä ensimmäisestä Max Paynestä juuri mitään. Jotain tiettyjä asioita, mutta...
Michelle!
Ai se.
It's coming. Freeze! NYPD, drop it!
Tässä muistaakseni oli se semmonen systeemi, että... Jos... Pelastata hyvin.
No, please God, no.
Peli nostaa itse vaikeusastetta.
No,
Jaha.
God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
On kyllä ihan tajuttoman iso toi huone.
No!
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York. I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex. The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
Toi naama ei lakkaa naurattamasta mua ikinä.
The gate was locked. Alex wouldn't have set up a meeting in a closed station. Something was off.
Täällä vissiin vähän tekstuurit rakoilee. Hyi saatana. Mä just sanoa, että pääseeköhän tonne radalle, mutta en mä ehkä kuitenkaan halua sinne mennä. Aha.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
Paljon on yhdestä tyypistä verta lähtenyt. Jätetään panoksia. Eikö täällä ole painkillereitä missä? Lisää verettä ammaa. Siinä on painkillereitä.
Pills would hold the pain back for a while.
Vessapaperi. Ei oo painkillereitä.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this? He and Mickey
Huh?
had much fun.
Taktista väistelyä. Tessu. Tuolla oli quick save. Täytyy muistaa, että on taas vanha peli.
Yo guys, hey, we get hold it.
Tänään oli siistejä silloin pentuna nää mitä noin ton bulletkamme? Oho! Tää menee rappusi ihan saatana lujaa. Selvä. Täällä joku. Ei.
Hey,
Toi pois. En halua kuitenkaan, että se randomisti vaihtaa mun aseet. Mitä vittua? Sieltä tuli juna. Ilmeisesti toi riitti siihen, että mä olin se edes. Kiva tietää. Hyvä, että tallensin tähän.
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
what the?
Otetaan taas Dessulla vaihteeksi.
Kiss it goodbye.
You saved me, man.
What's going on?
Punapoliisi.
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room one floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure.
Joo,
Sounds good.
viedään.
Follow me.
Yhtään huolestuttaa, että täällä on random panoksia vaan niinku pitkin poikin kaikessa kaapeissa.
The power to the rail had been cut.
Amerikka.
I'd have to get it back on to get the train moving.
Siellä ei ollut mitään.
Hey, where are you going? The control room's up the stairs.
No, se oli kuollut. Mä en tiedä, minkä kohtauksen se sai. Hienoja räjähyksiä. Mikäs vitun mesta tää muuten edes on? Niin tää on tää.
The riskiest high seven, huh? But hell, the payoff makes it worth it.
Toi on lukossa toi ovi, sen mä muistan. Toi piti toi jatka nyt ensin viedä tänne ylös. Se avaa meille ton oven.
Home free. This way. Yo!
Vittu. Mihinkä vittuun se nyt meni? Oi. Essusta ammot täällä. Täytyy siis käyttää. Okei. Ups. Ja nyt siis täällä ilmeisesti tapahtui jotain. Niin tos on nyt virtaa.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on.
Kiitos Max, kun puhut mun päälle. Mä tehdä näin.
So much for being subtle.
Ei me mitään supleja täällä harrasteta. Eiku vittu. On tänne mennä. Niin se ei juokse siitä, kun se hyppää siitä. Tännehän mun piti. Ensimmäinen osuma. Dual barrelat käyttöön. Tää ei oikein nyt händlää tää Max näitä junakiskoja. Jotenkin hirveän vaikea kävellä.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down in Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Mennään niinku jäädä johonkin jumiin koko ajan. Herran Jumala. Koko ajan painan vääriä nappuloita. Perkele.
Hold it!
Vähän pimiä meinaa olla.
Now that's spooky. Jalapeno, yeah, that's
Kunnan hätäkki-animaatio. Taisi lyödä vaikeampaa vaihetta silmään toi peli. Pitäisikö mun mennä niinku tonne vai tonne? Käydään täällä aika. Okei, täällä ei oo mitään. Selvä. Tää haulikko on ihan vitosti panoksia. Vai me käytetään tätä sitten? No.
What the hell was that?
Mä en muista, liittyisi näihin rottiin joku juttu. Joku systeemi. Ei ehkä.
All done here. Give me the detonator. Gun him down.
Hyvä, siihen kannattaa ampua. Ja siinä on...
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Tääköhän mun ampuu sitä tyyliä. Kamaan, eikö mä nyt oikeesti osu rottiin, saatana?
Okay, fellas, the police are on their way. New York's finest are gonna be
Kultaa.
here soon. So stick to the plan.
Perkele. Ups. Nyt voi olla huono. Vittu.
Okay, fellas, the police are on their way.
Gun him down.
Oho.
Okay, fellas, the police are on their way. New York's fine.
Sinä siellä, saatana. Mitä vittua?
Okay, fellas.
Jotain
police are on
tapahtui.
their way.
Täällä on taas tää stereotyyppinen hälytysääni. Perkele. Niin eihän mä seivannut tietenkään.
On their way.
Hey,
On tämän pelin geneerinen viheltelyääni. Nyt ne taas olla kaikki siinä. Savea sit.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Cease your criminal activity. Tuo on kyllä jotenkin taas hienoa.
The bank robber's score lay on the table. The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
Ai Sirra. Täällä on jotain. Norse bastardeja.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table.
Niin täältä mä saan sen sytyttimen.
Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Mielenkiintoinen teoria Maxille. Ihan vitusti kultaa vielä jäljellä. Miksei ne noita pölle? Siis hetkinen. On oikeasti rakentanut kultaharkoista rappuset. Sehän on kiva. Riittikö? Taas hienoa fysiikkaa ja shrapnelia ja kaikki.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack!
Vittu toi
Nearly shot you!
Alex,
paneeli.
I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue!
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place. Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
Miten tää on näyttänyt niin hyvältä silloin aikana?
There was nothing I could do. He was
Kämmen
dead.
meni tosta vitun
I could
aseesta
tell by
läpi.
the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Perkele. No, nyt joo. Alex on kuollut. Mitä vittua? No, kaappi. Ei tässä voi tilata limsaa. Sitten niitä voi ampua. Onkin voi ampua. Hettikö se mua just granaatilla? Joka vitun laiton. Täällä on ihan liikaa näitä vitun painkillereitä. Loppupuolipeliä niitä ei varmaan sitten taas anneta ollenkaan. Tänne pitänyt mennä.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plant. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me, and then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Hotel.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max. Junk squad kid. Got a ticket to Marble City for you. Eat and lying down.
Paljon ne kyllä kestää.
A letter on the desk caught my eye. I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one, unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Hakuankka.
Bosses, everything all right?
Ja sieltä tulee taas joku vitun kuuskuori täältä.
You're right in there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming in.
It's Payne.
Ja tää oli just se, mitä mulla on tarkoitus tehdä. Vitun taktista sähläämistä. Miten ite reagoisitte, jos niinku pääsisitte tulitaisteluun jossain kämäisessä hotellihuoneessa ja sit se vastustaja vaan niinku hyppii sivulta sivulle vaan koko ajan. Pillarade. Kelpaa. Täällä on ihan vitusti näitä. Muistiks mä sanoa?
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Oh my. Paska-ohjelma. Tää meni vissiin sinne pomohuoneeseen takas.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's dead. What the...
Oho. Sorry.
What the hell?
Ah. Tää mitään. Ei.
Previously on Lords and Ladies.
Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
What the hell?
An all-new episode of
Taas
Lords and
televisio
Ladies,
edes, mä
brought
haluan
to you in
siitä.
part by Acer Corporation.
My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment we met, upon that distant forest path, there has been sunlight in the autumn leaves blazing like the colors of your hair.
Oh, my lord, you should not speak so.
But my lady, I must.
My lord, no. I forbid you. This cannot be. This must not be.
But why, my love, why?
My lord, it is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
My lady, I beg of you, I must know. I would rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
It's life!
piece of crap!
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound the city. Whatever steps necessary.
Kannattaa muistaa laittaa se mikrofoni takas päälle.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I missed the show.
Kunnon lampot, saatana. Random narkkeja. Voi nyt vittu. Me kerättiin kattoa jo.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I missed the show.
Mistä tulee mieleen joku GTA San Andreasin joku hahmo? En muista nyt, että mikä. Otetaan tässä.
I'd found Muerte's room.
Mä haluan sinne vielä mennä. Voi olla jotain. Just näin. Varmaan pitänyt mennä sinne. Kulli. Molotov-koktaili. Mä en muista yhtään minkälaisia noi oli noin heitettävät jutut tässä. Jotain
I
aivan
found
hirveä
Muerte's room.
varmaan.
You're gonna die. You're gonna
Koitetaan läpällä. Mä nyt en tiedä kuinka paljon damagea se teki, kun toi jätkä tuli tuolta vessasta vasta tosi myöhässä. Tänne pitää vissiin mennä jossain kohtaa. Hyviä.
Muerte had received a letter.
Nyt on moi saviansa.
Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
Lisää haulikoita. Sekään ei räjähtänyt. Mitä? Kuka missä? Siellä. Kun nää kestää vähän vaihtelevalla tavalla näitä haulikon kuteja, kun jotkut ei kuolla vaikka ampus kuinka monta kertaa vittu metrin päästä. Omituista.
I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
Tähän löytyy kaikkea kivaa. Itse hetkonen, eikö tänne pitänyt mennä? Mitä vittua? Buffy. Miksi sillä on se vampyyri? Sillä on toi tommonen steikki, ei se pihvi selässä. Tonne ei varmaan pidä mennä. Poliisi. Mitä helvettiä, mihin mun nyt pitää mennä? Ei hissikään toimi. Niin tuliks nää nyt sit niinku täältä? Kyllä. Lämmityskattila räjähti.
God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure.
Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen.
Tulee jostain. Noin. Mitä helvettiä tapahtui? Ottakaas pieni hetki. Ja nyt se yhtäkkiä toimii. Kuuluuko täältä pelistä enää? Okei, peli kaatu. Mitä vittua? No siis mulle tuli ilmoitus, että mun audiot vaihto ulostuloa ja sit vaan kaikki kuoli. Okei, nyt mä kuulen asioita kuitenkin. Selvä. Payne tekee Payne asioita.
The hooker had left her diary on the table.
Niin täällä oli tää. Joo. Henkilökohtainen jynkkykokoelma.
The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent to the latest one-eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. It would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
Semmosta. Kiristyskamaa. Oli vissiin niinku silleen tässä. Jaha. Tuu tänne sanoa. Hätä ei meinaa olla tämän näköinen. Max, älä jumita siinä kulmassa. On whisky. Selvä.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
Riippaasti kyllä kestävät luoteja.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Täällä ei ole hyllyillä enää mitään. Semmosta. Maxin osumatarkkuus ei ole mikään hirveän hyvä. Mitäs oli tää juttu? Tää vie ihan vitusti ammoa. Onks näissä edes mitään? Noin se beretta ammoa. varmaan saa paskaksi. Ei saa. Okei.
What the?
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper. A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a 6-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip.
Mielenkiintoinen kuolinkarri.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night. Yeah, and what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins? Nah, Eskimos, man, Eskimos.
Chill with the guns. Trust me, you don't want to piss Muerte off. Gentlemen, let's do business.
Green for green.
Cheers and green-eyed angels. Amen.
Jos mä tekee vaan jotain tosi vitun tyhmää. Otetaan. Haa! Kaikki ees kuoli. Aika varmaa, että granaattiloimpi se suoneessa
A
pitäisi kyllä
lifetime
tappaa.
ago, this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest. There was a key on the table.
On vitu iso avain. Taitaa olla ensimmäinen bossi.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and solve their differences with the kung fu fighting video game. I tell you, Candy, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cables.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
Rico Muerte, big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
Vittu mikä jätkä. Ei perkele. Candy taisi kuolla siinä. Kuolen nyt. Noin. Oliko se Rico on hengissä? Ei välttämättä. Oli ihan auki. Se on siellä se riko. Sulla ei oo housuja. Kuolit. Level 1 kutik. Mitä hätää? Ehkä vähän hätää. Ingram. Vitun iso exit-nappu.
The antique switchboard was still in use. There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area, kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines, the blood veins of New York. Right now there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, Corneli, this Max Payne. He came, started capping us. He killed.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large.
Käväsin sen täällä. Club. Onks tässä voittaa? En saa vittu edes selvää, mitä tossa pitäis olla. Onpas paskasta vettä. Onko mä Nokialla? Siis hetkinen. Mä oon vähän hämmentynyt. Eikö se oo niinku exitti se semmonen iso nappi siellä alhaalla? Miksi täällä on näin paljon vielä niinku lääniä? Käydään täälläkin ihmettelemässä. Niinku mun mielestä tonne pitää niinku mennä. Katsotaan mikä täällä. Niinku toi ei niinku... Joo. Toi pitää varmaan avata. Toivottavasti toi nyt ei jäänyt rutiseen tonne loputtomiin. Vittu kun mä ens käyn vähän lähellä. Jos mulla on 50 kutia Ingramissa. Longeen ei pääse. Eli Okei, eli siis nyt mun pitää painaa sitä exittiä. Aika epäkäytännöllinen systeemi. Okei.
Turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's soup. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged.
Venäläisen auto ja sit se rekkari on vodka. Ajaa ainakin niinku venäläinen. Jos niinku dashcam puutakea on uskominen.
Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky
Niin paljon
break.
niitä vitun
The
pommeja
goons
täällä
inside
on.
were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Eli toi on vaan niinku paskana. Toi näyttää siltä, että tänne pääsee. Mitä vittua? Okei. Tuleeko se toinen sieltä? Se oli vielä joku kolmas. Puhelimia. Veitsiä. Puhelimia veitsiä. Mitä vittua mä täällä teen? Niin, excellent videos. Thousands of XXX videos. Tuo näyttäähän sillä niinku sen saas paskaksi, kun nuo tekstuurit häröilee. Men working. Do not enter. Epäilen. Tonne ei pääse.
The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
Se on hyvä, että yksi noista oikeasti huutaa murder. Täällä on joku tilanne. Ihan vitun iso auto. Ja sit ihan vitun pieni Max Payne. Hetkinen. Roskiksesta on unohtanut sisusta. Pelkät kuoret. Ei voi soittaa mihinkään, kun ei oo rahaa. Taas väärät nappulat. Teillä näitä pitää siis ampua päähän ilmeisesti.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Okay. Tule tänne. Aha. Okei, no ei putoo. Hello?
A beaten up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Woden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
Mitä saatanaa täällä tapahtuu?
Someone had left a letter on the counter.
There
was a key on the shelf.
No vitun iso avain taas.
Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagnidi was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing he could count on, you push a man too far and sooner or later he'd start pushing back.
Hold it right there. Max Payne, this is
your poliisi.
Surrender or we'll be forced to take action. Don't make us come and get you.
Anteeksi herra poliisi Sede. Mitä vittua? Täältä niin tulee joku granaatti naamaan kohta. Jep. Heittelee yhtään enemmän. Vittu! Tuleeko se nyt sieltä?
Hei!
Niin. Oli Pillareita. Valkyrie. Jossas. Vaarallista. Olit sanomassa. Haluttaisiin ampua televisiota, jos sieltä tulisi vaikka ohjelmia. Mielessä täällä on. Ei tuu mitään. Paska televisio. Ei mahu enempää peinkillereitä. Perkele.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
I'm freezing my butt off.
Let me help you with that.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead. Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
Mitä sä edes näe mua? Sä näet nippanappa mun hiusrajaa. Kiitos. Onko nää pizzalaatikoita? Me syödään pizzaa täällä. Upsista.
Hey, I don't know! Hold it!
Granaatilla ei ollut kyllä yhtään toivottu vaikutus. Tonne ei taida päästä.
No, don't shoot.
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
Sun kaveri ei tiedä mitään. Tutsa, hyvä. Noniin.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in.
It's a trap! It's Payne!
Siis mitä helvettiä, onks näillä joku... Näillä on rahanpesua täällä ja rahan... painamista. Ja tossa sen takia niin monta pesukonetta. Ja pestä rahaa. Näillä ei voi tehdä mitään. Pissemusaa. Ulos. 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 Vituisa vessakin. Täällä on taas joku poliisin tiedotustilaisuus.
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyrie-related gang war in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection with the slaying of a DEA special agent earlier tonight, is waging a one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the listed casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
Semmottista. Mutta siis, mitä vittua, pitikö mun tulla tänne muun takia, kun katsoin televisiota? Kyllä on mitään. Tänne pääsee. Noniin.
Address unknown.
Get him, Payne!
I don't want to go there. It's the last place I want to end
Okei, pesäpallomailla OP.
where I always end up anyway. Only it's not me talking to the pink flamingo, but someone who looks the part down to the finest detail, except that he's evil. I'm hiding in the shadows, watching it all unfold. The flamingo speaks. You can speak here. It says,
Mirrors are more fun than television.
that's mirrors are more fun than television. Somehow I know this, just don't ask me how. And I, not me, but my double, nods and smirks at this like it was the funniest thing in the world. And then something goes wrong, and suddenly they know I'm there, hiding behind them, and they both turn to look at me with cold eyes. And the flamingo speaks again.
Threshold following angels.
I have no idea what that means. And that's when I always wake up to my own scream in that brightly lit white hospital room, strapped to my bed.
Semmosta. Kuka aivasti?
Red or green? It's always red or blue in the movies.
So, green?
No, not the green.
Hei, oliko se tää? Tässä taitaa olla videopelihistorian paras vitsi. Ovi on lukossa. Ei hätää. Riittikö? Pelaan taas liian hyvin, kohta peli rupeaa rankaseen. On joku stereotyyppinen jerseyläinen.
Vinny got needy. Just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking fed! I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squad on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my god! Oh god, you shot me! Ah!
Vittu tätä ääninäyttelyä.
What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Got needy bailed.
Click, clack,
I
clack.
made like Chow Yun Fat.
Puuhotusta. Helvetti, Ingram-ammot on täynnä.
A crumpled letter lay on Gagnidi's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gagnidi had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho.
No niin. Zebra.
Vinny Gagnidi was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gagnidi would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
No, tää on tää mesta. Okei. Miksi sä juokset paikallas? Pitäisikö tässä tapahtua jotain? Joo, ei mitään kiirettä. Muistat skipata? Okei. Asemenossa käyminen riittää.
Gagnidi hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Mun pitää oikeasti hypätä vittu jonkun junan katolle. Oho, tekstuurit mukaan. Joo, ja tostahan selviää hengissä.
This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors, ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background the wail of sirens, the city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gagniti made his move.
Paljon verta jätti tohon niinku junan katolle. Aika notkeasti myös liikkuu noin niinku ampumahaava vatsassa. Nopeasti hupenee noi panokset kyllä Ingramissa. Ui vittu. Olipa lähellä. Mitä vittua missä? No siitä jos tarvinnut hypätä. Vois vaan venata mua niinku tollasen oven toisella puolella haulikon kanssa ampua suoraan feissiin. Jos niinku mitään jakoa. Anteeksi. Kuuluisiko sun olla niinku jossain muualla? En ties. Peli, pysyisitkö vittu vielä hetken kasassa?
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
Niin vittu. Toimisikohan se mahdollisesti nyt vähän paremmin? No ei. Meillä on pieni ongelma. Okei.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
Hey!
Mä en muista tuommoista ongelmaa alkuperäisestä. Toisaalta se on pelattu hieman eri raudalla. En ihmettele yhtään, että tää on vähän sekaisin. Missä se on se jätkä? Tuolla. Vittu näitä ilmeitä.
What the hell?
Tuleeko se täältä? Ei, täältä ei pääse. Mitä helvettiä? Täällä oli hissinappula. Piti sitä väärältä puolelta taas.
Get him!
Puhettelee granaatteja. On ihan överitehokas tää vitun Ingrami. Perkele, meni ohi noista laatikoista. On taas vähän veetä. Täällä on taas joku uutislähetys menossa.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
Päin nyt kun meillä on tämmöinen vitu supermies, joka hyppii junien päälle, niin joku rivipoliisi saa tätä ikinä kiinni.
Okay, this is it. Any moment now, Payne's gonna bust through that door with murder in his eye. It's either him or us. I, for one, am gonna pump the SOB so full of lead, They'll need a forklift to carry the coffin to the grave.
Okei, ilmeisesti ne ei tuu sieltä. Shit. Jaha. En ihan kuollut.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
Epäilen vahvasti. Mä siis sanoa, että sehän tappaa meidät vielä. Ehkä me ei mennäkään tuolla veretalla.
Gagniti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood?
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me, take me home into the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be read at your funeral. Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. And Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there.
Ei huono.
As subtle with its dark message as a cop killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Lupino.
Ragnarok on kyllä vitun hieno klubin nimi. Tuo noin. Miksi tässä vitusta mä sisään pääsen? Upsista. Aa.
book had never been a bestseller. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
Toren paskaa. No. Onneksi on räjähdyksen kestäviä ovia. Hei, joku heittelee moloja sieltä. Mä kyllä Ragnarokissa ja tämmöisessä kirkossa ehkä odottaisin ihan tämmöstä eurodansea. Kyllä on ihan eurodanseekaan. Ihan jees luuppi silti. Jaha. Mikä perääntyä. No.
Books on the occult had been piled on the table. The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and Deum Rerum Reini Novum Portus. Books with pentagrams on their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal, lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs.
Mikäs action-rolli siellä on? Se taas vähän granaatilla. Rupiaa HP tulee vähän vähis. On pillareita. Interactive gameplay. Ja silleen. Älä nyt viitin jäädä jumiin siihen. Ei nyt vittu. Jaha, missähän mun seivi on? Se on sentään aika lähellä. Ikävä kattoo pääseeks tänne. Pääsee. Nyt on aineita. Nytkin on niin sanotusti Maxilla hihassa. Ei jäädä siihen oveen enää jumiin. Jäädään rappusiin jumiin. Max Payne on nyt cover shooteri. Muuten taas ei ois täynnä. Nyt on. Ei tota pitänyt. Noin. Tippuuko? Sun pitäis tippua siitä läpi. Kas näin. Otetaan uudestaan. Okei, siinä on nyt joku... Noniin. Ihan se kun vähän yrittää. Tippuuko? Ei tipu. Oho. Kuuloo. Pulut ääntelee. Kukaan ei muka kuollut siihen satanan granaattiin. On näitä kuvakulmia. Vieläkö? Ei. Nyt päästään soittaa semmoista rumpusooloa, että yhdellä kädellä. Kova jätkä. Ei kuulu passorummusta töminä, kun sitä ampuu. Mitä kuka missä? Okei. Se vaan niinku tippui jostain kilometrin korkeudelta ja ampui vaan suoraan haulikolla päähän. Kitaraa ei voi sentään soittaa. Okei, eli noin voi sytyttää tuleen tuolla vitun pyrotekniksillä. Hyvä tietää. Pitää taas vaihtaa asetta. Loppuu panokset tosta helvetin Ingrömistä. Jaha. Tippuuks ton päällä niinku jotain vai mitä vittua? Olen hämmennys. Ouch.
The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else, a sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim. Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa. Punchinello had threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over them.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, Jack. We are running a business here. I'd hate to send the trio to strong-arm you.
The trio were the Don's notorious henchmen. It was obvious that Lupino hadn't been intimidated by the threat. Lupino's notes covered the table. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood, a mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Cthulhu, Lilith, Hela, blood given to you all.
He was after that old Faustian deal, your soul for power and fortune. Just sign on the dotted line with your blood.
selvästi ollut liian tiukkaa Blackista.
Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right.
Mythic wolves, let loose to devour the sun and the moon. Lupino is the wolf. I'm Mr. Beast, the big bad Fenris wolf. I'm the end of the world man, wearing the flesh of fallen angels.
After Y2K, the end of the world had become a cliché. But who was I to talk? A brooding underdog avenger alone against an empire of evil, out to right a grave injustice. Everything was subjective. There were only personal apocalypses. Nothing is a cliché when it's happening to you.
Pitää Max paikkansa.
The flesh of fallen angels! Come to me all! Astaroth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Satan, Cthulhu, Lilith, Ella! Blood to you all! Secret living under the skin of reality. I've seen it. The corruption of flesh.
Veikkaan. Ingramit on aika kova sana taas tästä. Fightissa.
It's close. It's coming. You have come. A witness to the end of time. It's now. I will rise to her side. I don't need the words. I'm beyond the words.
Kun täällä ei hirveästi näe, että missä nämä mustakaapuset ukot on. On niin mustaa.
It's now. I will rise to her side. I don't need the words. I'm beyond the words.
No, siellä on joku tykittelijä. Kuinka paljon näitä tulee? Ja se on ne molotoviheepot tuolla. Ja jos seivi tähän kohtaan, sitä ammutaan ne. Tai se. Noniin.
I had known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere, and this one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. I've tasted the devil's green blood. It runs in my veins. I've seen beyond a world of skin, the architecture of blood and bow and arrow. Death is coming! She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter. I am ready to be her son. Her time is now, and all who stand in her way must die!
Selvä homma. Mulla oli utsi tos novellissa, nyt siellä on 12 haulikkoa. Aika onneton heitto. Onks tätä skivata? Oi.
You'll die! You'll die! Now! All die!
Kuole, yes.
When Lupino finally went down, I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. V was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale holding a gun to my face. I returned the favor. Lisa Punchinello. Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs. Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you. Not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact?
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife-beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
Tervetuloa Max Payne 1 paskimpaan puoleen. Nää vitun painajaiset. Nää on ihan perseestä. Aivan hanurista. Ja sitten ollaankin seuraava tunti jumissa täällä vitun sokkelossa. No ei oo mitään muistikuvaa, miten tää piti ratkaista. Max jää jumiin taas johonkin vitu seinätekstuuriin. Ok. Mitä vittuu peli? Okei, eli liian lähelle seinää ei saa mennä. Täältä kuuluu itku, olisiko se täällä? Noniin.
Should have known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
Jaha. Honey, I'm home.
Pictures were filled with good old times. Michelle looked at me from the photo.
Älä nyt Max jää jumiin taas.
I really love to watch cartoons.
On aika varma,
Captain Baseball Bat Boy is my favorite.
Tää on paskin osio tästä. En tykkää tästä vitun platformaamisesta ollenkaan. Onneksi Maxilla on sentään aika yli-inhimilliset nuo hypyt. Tänne ei pitänyt muuten mennä. Ei perse. Veikkaan, että tänne voin olla ihan väärässä. Vittu kun sutii, saatana. Noniin. Vitun hienoa.
Slice 'em, dice 'em, shoot 'em full of holes, blow 'em to bits, vaporize 'em, disintegrate 'em. No matter what you do, they'll still be back, good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table.
Minun olisi pitänyt vissiin lukea se.
No!
Persee. Ja arvatkaas kuka on taas jumis jossain vitun. Noniin.
Slice 'em, dice 'em, shoot 'em full of holes, blow 'em to bits, vaporize 'em, disintegrate 'em. No matter what you do, they'll still be back, good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table. Michelle was working part-time in the district attorney's office. Her diary was open on today's entry, her handwriting all pretty curves.
An army dossier found its way to my desk yesterday. Valhalla? Isn't that a Norse myth? Something about Vikings? I tried to tell Max about it, but he was busy, that cute frown on his brow. Guess it's nothing, just a mix-up at the courier service.
From now on, I would always find time for her. It was a hollow promise. Too little, too late.
Max, no, please, Max! Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Murderer! You killed her! Nothing like that ever happens in the real world.
I woke up in a bad dream. My head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain.
Max Payne. I envy your name.
And the killer was smiling.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Niagara, as in you cry a lot? He had a baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
Nothing wrong with a little laugh now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing. Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off. And then, it's checkout time.
You play, you pay, you bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the goon with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona. Guess I had a soft spot for her pretty face. But when somebody decides to play baseball with your head, you tend to get sore. They had dragged me back to the basement of Lupino's hotel. I was beaten, bruised, and blue. I felt like the chair I had broken to get free. All I had was Niagara's bat, sticky with my own blood.
Noniin. No siis sit.
Without a gun, I'd be no match for Frankie's men. I'd have to play hide and seek with them.
Mitä täältä löytyy? Killers.
Hold it!
Keyframeja. Vittu.
Hey, yeah. Oh, there he is.
Miksi et sä ottanut sitä asetta? Entäs vittu kerkee mitään tekemään? Joo, toi ei selvästikään ole se ratkaisu.
Hold it! Yo, what the hell? Hey, yo, hey!
Toi pitäis saada toi saatanan Ingram mies tapettua.
What the hell?
Eihän sitä saa. Saanko mä sen triggeröityy? Joo. Joo, ei toi auta sen enempää, eli siis
Hold it! Yo, what the hell?
Oisit voinut ottaa sen vitun aseen.
Yo! Hold it!
Keyframeja. Sitten loppu taas panokset.
Hold it! What the hell?
Okei. Vittu.
What the hell? What the? Hey! What the?
Panokset loppu. Oi vittu. Nyt on vähän tiukkaa. Jeesus, vitun Kristus. Berettaa, mutta olisiko tää niinku berettaa? Ilmeisesti siis ei.
Another newspaper caption for a murder scene.
Vielä haluan lukea Haluanko? Mä ehkä.
Frankie had left his calling card. A Captain Baseball bat boy strip next to a sewer passage filled with bodies.
You'd better not mess with Captain Baseball Bat Boy. Even my arch enemy, Bicycle Helmet Girl, swoons at the sight of me. Aha!
There were enough corpses to put a mass murderer to shame.
Siellähän niitä on. 1. 2. Tännekö? Upsista. Jaha. Oks. No niin, nyt on perettaa jo. Pääseekö sinne ylös täältä? Mikä tässä on, että tää jää näitä seiniä halaileen näin innokkaasti? Joo, ei tonne pääse. Eli jatketaan siis hissillä ylös. Tai sit ei, kun ei päästä tonne napille. Ei nyt vittu oo todellista. Tappoks ne omansa? Taas tappaa. On taas jotain kopiopaperia. Ja ingramit on täysistä, täytyypä käyttää sitä taas vaihteeksi. Sitä näyttää roska-autolta. Ihmettä, täällä ei ole joku nyrkkeilijä reenaamassa. Mistäs vitusta sinä tulit? Se oli koko ajan siellä nurkas, mutta se vaan ei viittinyt ampua mua selkään. Ihme jätkä. Aha, täällä on tää poliisibussi. Ne ei vieläkään oo saanut tota rekkaa tuolta pois tieltä. Ei kun tää on vaan hajotettu poliisibussi.
From bad to worse.
vielä mitään aseita, ei.
The men in blue had come and gone. They had decorated the place with chalk outlines and tied it together with yellow tape. The cops who had stayed behind were dead. Frankie, his boys, and I had the place all for ourselves.
Just forget about it. Just forget about it. Hey, just forget about it.
Monta kertaa
That
pitää
crazy
sanoa.
witch, you should have heard her. She was a real scream when the boys caught her trying to cap the Don. Oh, that's friggin' bad. To the trio? That's even worse than what Frankie's doing to that poor bastard downstairs. She's gonna take a long time to die.
The mobster muscle on the phone was talking about Mona. Punchinello's trio were nothing but bad news.
No.
There he is.
Vittu Max, oot hyvä ampumaan.
More evidence that Punchinello didn't like me much.
The fact remains that all the victims so far identified in the Ragnarok shooting have been known criminals, many of whom had large doses of V in their blood. Reliable sources say that Max Payne was also among those killed, although no body has been recovered at this time.
Reliable sources. That meant somebody thought the Mafia had me, didn't want the cops snooping around anymore. The body would be delivered to them barely recognizable. Case closed. Don Punchinello had the power to be that reliable source, which was no news. But his news was old news.
No news is good
Framing me
news.
hadn't been enough. Don Punchinello had put a hit on me. He wanted me dead, and it had been important enough for him to give written instructions to Frankie about it.
Max Payne should die like a dog for the trouble he's caused. Frankie, I know I can trust you to give this matter the dedication it needs.
What the?
Hienot Amerikkakalsarit. Maailman venyvimmät housut myös.
The hotel bar was fast developing quite a history. True to his words, Frankie was there, having a beer.
Jesus Christ. How the hell did you get loose?
Got bored waiting. Thought, what the hell, we could just as well finish this here.
Fine by me.
Taas sama mesta.
Just as well.
Okei. Se ei mennyt nyt ihan niin kuin mä ajattelin. Oliko täällä jotain kunnon boss fountainia? Kaiken näköistä paskaa, mutta ei sitä mitä mä etin. Tehdäänpä sitten niin. Nakataan vaan ihan vitusti ranaatteja tonne.
Fine by me. This works out just as well.
Noin.
you think? You've been a lovely aunt. Had enough? I don't play with girls anyway. Unfair!
I spotted the tail as soon as I left the hotel. A big black Mercedes. I'd seen the car before. That time it had heralded impressive explosions. Vladimir was back.
Bang! You're dead, Max Payne.
I might have laughed if I remembered how. What's this supposed to be? Cops and robbers? Look, you want something with me? Get in line.
Peace, man. Relax. You know you are a real news item. Armed and dangerous. I am going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I've always wanted to say that.
It's a bum rap. I've been framed.
Well, that's a moot point. Whatever you did or did not do, I'm sure you had good reason for doing it. Want to hear me out?
I'm listening.
Punchinello messing with V is bad for business all around. But that's not all. There is this guy, Boris Time, used to pull jobs for me. He's the captain of the cargo ship Charon. Now the bastard turncoat has gone over to the other side, Punchinello's. The ship's loaded with high-res hardware, guns, my business. If Punchinello gets hold of that cargo, he's won and I have lost. And you'll have your work cut out for you. If you want to get to Punchinello, you will need heavy-duty persuaders. I am just the man to get them for you. Change the ship back under my flag, maybe pop 2 in the traitor Dime's head while you're at it. You'll get enough guns to start the apocalypse. You in or out?
Let's get this show on the road. Vladimir was one of those old-time bad guys with honor and morals, which made him almost one of the good guys. None of us was a saint. The Brooklyn riverfront was a maze of rusty containers, sharp-boned cranes looming up from the snowstorm. On a night like this, you couldn't help but think of the dark army of dead men sleeping with the fishes, cement shoes in line. No Minotaur lurked in this labyrinth, but somewhere out there, on the clanking deck of his cargo freighter, the skipper of the Chiron was waiting, like the ferryman of the river Styx.
Anteeksi, mitä vittua sä sanoit? Chiron.
What the hell? Hold it. Both of them beaten to a pulp. Eyes swollen. They couldn't see in the end. Swaying on their feet. Slipping on their right. Money's worth.
Lämäks taas on jumis? Ei vittu! Menee taas hyvin. Päästään me nyt leikkii trukkikuskiin. Niin se vissiin on tässä vielä. Eiks nyt ne rappuset ylös? Ei sä et halua. Tuossa on. joitain tämmösiä kohtia, mihin on kuollut ihan vitun monta kertaa, niin muistaa kyllä yllättäen. Mä vaan niinku randomilla heittelen granaatteja täällä varastossa. Tuntuu taas tosi turvalliselta. Ootas nyt, toi piti siirtää nyt jotenkin jonnekin. Ensin mennään tavarahissillä ylös. Ja nyt jää taas siihen seinään kiinni. Villereitä. Kuole nyt, jumalauta. Ei se ollutkaan lukko, se oli joku vitu. Ei se sano tatuointi, mutta siis graffiti on se sana. Ingrameista taas maksit täytyy niitä käyttää. Se on kiva, että ilmoitatte tulostanne niin kuin etukäteen. Ei missä ampuu kuka. Oi ei! En pääse enää takaisin. Jaha. 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 Dessu käyttöön taas. Vittu kun tärisee pitkään. Kuinka monta kutia tarvitaan vittu? Otas taas vähän Ingramin ammoa. Tää on ihan randomia, että kuinka paljon niinku osumia nää tarvii.
I doubted the letter was a receipt.
Sniperi. Pääsisikö mä nyt vittu siihen pöydälle taas? Voi nyt jumalauta.
Rico Muerte had come to town to do more than just sort out family troubles. Exhibits number 1, 2, and 3. A briefcase of money, a sniper rifle, and an envelope with one word neatly printed on a folded piece of expensive paper.
Mayor.
It didn't sound like a mafia contract at all. It was too cold and too to the point.
Täytyy käydä hakemassa lisää juotavaa taas. No niin, mulla oli se Hiiberin. Tässä on hienot. Payne. Ei käytetä sitä nyt liikaa. Loppuu panokset siitäkin. Tää on taas Dessulla hetki. Mitä vittua tapahtuu? No niin se... Stone. Tuli kuolema. Tai ehkä ei. On taas Ingramin. No ei oo mitenkään liikaa kyllä. No vittu kaikki siihen saatanan lastauslaituriin. Yes. Nyt rupee olemaan Ingramin, kun no ei rupee. Mietinkin, mä äsken kuulin selvästi sen oven käyvän. Tuleeko sieltä joku juippi? Okei. No. Jolliset ei osaa double tappaa. Siitä välistä. Ok. Nyt on ingrammit täynnä. Ai, kun sattuu. Minkähän vittua tuossa pitäisi niinku väistää? Ihan näin hiffaa. Okei, jos ottaa noin paljon etäisyyttä, niin kyllä se sitten toimii. Niin nyt jumalauta. Riittäisikö? Ei riitä. Mihin nyt jumalauta? Sieltä tulee taas joku sieltä yhdestä ovesta. Tapaan sen tässä välissä. Olisiko jo riittänyt? oletan, että tota pitkin ei pidä mennä tonne. Vitun Maxi meinaan pääsevä. Siellä on granaattia ehkä utsin, eli siis Ingramin ammoja. Okei, eli jossain vaiheessa tuo maastakin liittyy. Niin kuin niin. No scope. Mennään nyt sitten sinnekin. Hyvin ne on ainakin antanut tuota sniperiammoa tohon kohtaan. Max on iso pää on edessä. Osuin silti. Älä putoa sinne. Mä olo... Okei. Just olin sanomassa, että mä oletan, että tonne pitää mennä tonne verkkokoppiin ennen, mutta tuot näköjään avattiin se.
Rust had crept over the sides of the cargo steamer a long time ago. Boris Dime would be on board. I'd have to smoke half of his crew to even get near the gangplank. The guns were probably being kept in the hold, buried amidst the rats and oily water.
Tuleekohan taas semmonen klassinen Ingram bossi. Vähän vaikuttaa siltä, miksi mä hyppäsin. Ei saatana. Toivottavasti täällä on lääkkeitä täällä yhdessä. On sellainenkin haulikko. Tuurilausun saatana. Onniks mikään näistä ei. No vittu, laivaa voi kääntää. Täällä on lääkkeet.
Time? Angelo Puccinello here.
Angie, tell me, how much did Dime cost you? I bet it was more than his name.
Max Payne.
Right the first time.
You're dead, punk.
You sure you're not confusing me with Boris here? But you are right, of course. Pretty soon we should get together and have a talk.
You son of a...
Pissing Punchinello off was a dangerous game, but when people get mad, they make mistakes. I should know. That's where I wanted Punchinello, mad enough to trip over his own feet, preferably into a grave.
Hirveä viisasta ei kyllä heitellä niitä granaatteja niinku ylämäkeen. Taas mikään inkkarin terävin kanootti tämä. Sitten taas kun seinärunkkaukset kostaantuu. Mun pitäis päästä varmaan niinku tonne sisään. Kuole nyt. Niin sitten. Vieläkö? Älä tärisen niin paljon. High-best gameplay.
Anybody who says different is calling me a liar. Glad that you're here. Collect all the guns and ammo you want. Meet me on the bridge afterwards.
Me saatiin rynkkyjinne. Colt Commando. Noniin.
Did you get everything you need?
Check.
I owe you. Anything you need.
This is my solo. When I'm through, Punchinello won't be anybody's problem anymore.
Clear as vodka. But anytime you get between a rock and a hard place, just whistle. This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
You really get a bang out of this big-time gangster act, don't you? Even with all this firepower, I figured I couldn't get to Punchinello at his manor. I could only hope that he wouldn't pass a chance to hear me beg, to see he's won. This is Max Payne. I want to cut a deal.
Payne, you're a dead man.
That's what everybody keeps telling me. I got your ship and her cargo. I want to meet. No pain, no gain. Capiche?
You know my restaurant?
Yeah, I know it.
1 hour.
Punchinello's restaurant had seen better days. Snow was falling like ashes from post-apocalyptic skies, but that was outside. Things would soon get hot in the Don's restaurant. I knew it was a long shot, Angelo Punchinello actually showing up, but there was no crime in hoping.
Joo. Seivataan siihen kohtaan. Kun ei olla tehty vielä yhtäkään seiviä tähän peliin. Aika riskillä menty. Joo. Semmoiset setit tällä kertaa. Varmaan noin puolessa välissä oltaiskohan me peliä. Eli aika lyhyt tapaus. Sepä ei meitä haittaa onneksi. Kiitoksia taas vaan kaikille katsojille ja katsotaan taas seuraavalla kerralla.